Hi, and welcome to another episode of Hot Takes with me, the Silver Fox. And it looks like Irn Bru are about to go on strike because the workers won't accept a 5% pay rise, which is effectively a 7% pay cut, more or less, isn't it? When you consider how much inflation was since their last pay rise. And so, yeah, I don't blame them for going on strike. It will affect production, but I don't think it'll be too bad. They've got a lot in stock. They make it by the gallon, by the millions of gallons. They have whole warehouses filled with it. So unless they actually go on strike for like a month or something, it isn't going to cause the great Irn Bru drought. But on the other hand, can you think of anything better than curing your Bucky hangover, you know? But we'll have a quick look at this story. It's a bit of a non-story really, but it's just to show that even Irn Bru, even the workers at Irn Bru are not averse to a wee bit of industrial action from time to time. So here goes. So Irn Bru supplies to dry out as workers set to go on strike amid pay rise row. I don't think we need worry about this. I don't think they'll run out because they're only going on a few days. They're not going on permanent strike or anything. But you know, it is to show that things are getting serious now. If Irn Bru are going out on strike, I do like it. Some people, I think Irn Bru is very much like Marmite. You either like it or you loathe it. I like it. It's a bit bubblegummy. Well, yeah, I mean it is bubblegummy. It's the flavour, but yeah, I don't mind it. And it's nice if you put a bit of vodka in it. I tried it with rum. Utterly disgusting. Tried it with vodka. Yeah, it's okay. It's okay. Anyway, Irn Bru fans have been warned that supplies could dry out in a matter of weeks, as strike dates have been confirmed among staff. I tell you what else it's nice with. It's nice with rhubarb gin. But anyway. Around a dozen of AG Barr's trucker and shunter drivers will stage a 24-hour stoppages at the firm's production and distribution centre in Cumbernauld in North Lanarkshire. Went through Cumbernauld. There's not a lot there to see. It's not what I would call a tourist town, put it that. But they do have, of course, the tax office. Oi! Paddy! Come here! They do, of course, have the tax office, which is, where you go past and as an accountant you sort of make the sign of the cross and hope the vampires in there don't rush out to suck your lifeblood out of your wallet. But anyway, it says 9 days of strike action will begin on August the 11th and end on October the 6th. So it's only 1 day strikes. You're not going to run out. Plus, it's only the shunters and drivers. It's not the production. There's not going to be an issue. So that headline is really a bit of a grabber. It doesn't mean anything. But I do kind of agree with them, though. They are offering a 5% pay rise in an era when inflation is much higher. And if you're getting a pay rise that is not inflation at least, then it is effectively a pay cut. Why should people take pay cuts? You know, it's not the workers' fault that there's a pay cut. Anyway, Unite the Union says a continuous ban on overtime at the depot will begin on August the 8th. The AG Barr workers previously backed the industrial action by 83% after the fizzy drinks company refused to move beyond a 5% pay rise for its workers. Now, in normal times, a 5% rise, and for many, many years, a 5% rise would have been acceptable. But when inflation, which has been as high as about 11.5%, you know, people go up, and especially with mortgages at the moment going so high, interest rates so high, repayments of things so high. As well as just the general level of inflation, you know, 5% isn't going to cut the mustard. You need to put the wages up to a livable level. That's the point. And if Irn Bru say, or if AG Barr say, oh, we can't pay you that, then that's fine. You go on strike, and then it's up to them to either pay a bit more or to close the business down. But you know, either way, it's what it is. But you can't expect people to work for money when it's too expensive to work, if they can't afford to even get to work, kind of thing, because of prices. So you've got to pay the money. United General Secretary Sharon Graham said, supplies of Irn Bru could dry up in a few weeks due to our key role as members carry out for AG Barr. The company is cash rich with 52.9 chilling in the bank. Yeah, but from a business and accounts point of view, money in the bank isn't money to be spent, it's money to be invested. However, you can still pay more without going into reserves. You put the price of the Irn Bru up a little bit. You look for savings in productivity. You look for manpower savings elsewhere. You can do it. You can shave one thing in order to make a better offer. And if they came back and said, look, we can't do X, Y, or Z, but we can do, let's say we can do 6.5%, for example. It's a motion towards, and then of course that means they're likely to take it. That's basically it. It's all to do with trimming and trimming. You both go in, one goes up high, one goes in low. You always meet in the middle. Jobs are done. But as for this bullshit, supplies could dry up. No, they won't. Not a not a chance in hell. They've got warehouses filled with it, and the workers making it are still making it. And it's just a series of one-day strikes by the drivers. The following day, they take 2 loads out. It's not an issue. A trade union revealed, despite talks through the auspices of the Advisory Conciliation and Arbitration Service, ACAS, and those of us old enough to remember that every dispute had to go through ACAS. I remember through the late 70s and 80s, ACAS were the most mentioned organisation on the bloody news, weren't they? Anyway, the popular multi-beverage business increased its revenue by 18.2% to 317 million for the year ended on January 29th. Now, if they've got a revenue increase of 18.2%, they can certainly afford a pay rise more than 5, Anyway, the company increased its adjusted profit before tax to 43.5 million, and due to a strong revenue generation, it reported a net cash position of 52.9 million. They can afford a pay rise. They can keep that 52 in the million and put a pay rise out of future earnings. That isn't a problem. It isn't there. Invest the 52 million. They get more income from it. It's not an issue. Andy Brown, United Industrial... So in this case, I'm absolutely with the union on this. Andy Brown, United Industrial Officer, said, despite our best efforts to resolve this dispute through negotiation, AG Barr has not moved beyond a 5%. That's greed. That is absolute greed from the board. The only way it seems they will pay attention if supplies of its popular products, including Irn Bru, start to fizzle out, which is exactly what is now on the cards. Well, not if you do one-day strikes from time and time again. It's got to be, you've got to start doing full weeks off. But then can the workers afford it? And that's the problem. Or what you do is you split your strikes across certain days and get to, make sure things like holidays and things are in the middle of them and really cut it down. But that's timing. Leave that up to the union. But anyway, it's fine. Well done, lad. Go on strike. Get your money. You deserve it. If they're posting profits and being proud of the profits they're making, they need to share those profits with the workers. Anyway, I shall stop there and come up. The strange thing is, much as I like Irn Bru, the other thing I think they make, Tizer. Don't like Tizer. Very odd, isn't it? How can I not like Tizer? I don't know what else they make. I'm sure there's other stuff. But they're the two. They're the two big ones. But I was never a Tizer drinker, but I did like Irn Bru. And I don't worry about that. I've got a big bottle of it. I don't think it's going to run out, so I wouldn't be rushing out to buy it. I wouldn't be. Maybe just stick an extra 2-litre bottle in or an extra pack of tins in, just in case. But it's not going to run out in a million years, is it? Good luck to the workers. Yeah, take them to the cleaners. If they're boasting about that huge profit, it's only right that the workers get a share of it. So a couple of £1 an hour, whatever it is, £1 an hour. That'll add up over the month. Pays a bill, doesn't it? Pays a mortgage. Pays off a car. Who knows? Anyway, thank you very much for listening. If you like what you see here on the channel, please hit the subscribe button. This is a very different video. I don't normally do industrial action, but this one was close because I like Irn Bru. Anyway, until next time, stay safe, stay well, and keep drinking the Irn Bru. It isn't going to run out, and you can keep the Tizer. You can have all the Tizer you like, and I bloody hate that stuff. Bye.